Today, we're diving into a concept that we think is the missing key for anyone out there who feels like they're stuck.
It's called the art of allowing. So let's jump right in.
Have you ever had that feeling? You're doing everything right. You're visualizing. You're saying your affirmations. You are totally focused on what you want. And yet, your desires still feel completely stuck. It's so frustrating. And honestly, it's the very place where most people just give up. But what if there's just one simple, missing piece you didn't know about?
Okay, so let's set the stage. To really get to the solution, we have to look at the whole picture. See, most of us have definitely heard about the law of attraction. But the thing is, it's only one part of a much bigger puzzle. It's actually the first of 3 massive universal laws that are all working together. And when you finally get how all 3 of them work, well, that's when everything starts to click.
So check this out. The law of attraction is always on. Think of it like gravity. It doesn't take days off. It's constantly matching your vibration, what you're feeling, and bringing you more of that. Then you've got the law of deliberate creation. Now, this is where you step in. This is where you become the artist of your life, right? You start consciously choosing your thoughts, you add that powerful fuel of emotion, and boom, you kickstart the whole creation process.
And right here, this is the gap. This is that space where all the frustration lives. You're doing the work, you're thinking the thoughts, you're trying so hard to feel the feelings, but the thing you want is still just out there, somewhere. This is exactly where most people get stuck and want to quit. But it's also where the real magic is just waiting to happen.
And that brings us to the third and what many would call the most important piece of this whole puzzle, the art of allowing. So what is it? It's the art of finally letting go. Letting go of the resistance so that everything you've been asking for can actually find its way to you. It's all about staying connected to that deeper, wiser part of yourself, your inner being or source, the part of you that knows what's up and operates completely beyond doubt.
I just love this visual because it captures the feeling perfectly. Manifestation isn't about pushing or struggling or trying to force something to happen. The idea is that the creative work, it's already done. Your only job is to get out of your own way, relax, line up with it, and just let the universe deliver it. This quote just nails it. That feeling of frustration or worry or being stuck, it's not a punishment. It's not a sign you're failing. Not at all. Think of it as your own internal emotional guidance system. It's just a little friendly alert from the universe, tapping you on the shoulder and saying, hey, the thought you're thinking right now, it's a little out of sync with the amazing reality you've already created for yourself.
And this is a huge distinction we have to make. So many of us think we're allowing when what we're really doing is just tolerating, and they feel completely different. Tolerating feels awful. It's that feeling of gritting your teeth, being annoyed, feeling resentful. You're just putting up with something. True allowing, though, that feels like freedom. It feels like peace. One state keeps you stuck, actively pushing your desires away. The other one just swings the door wide open for them.
Okay, so here's the million-dollar question. How do you actually do this? How do you stop tolerating and start truly allowing? It sounds lovely in theory, but what does it look like in the real world, moment to moment? Well, it all starts with what you choose to do the second you feel that resistance, that negative emotion, start to bubble up.
One of the most effective techniques is a simple one called going general. Think about it. When you're obsessed with a problem, you're usually zoomed way in on all the painful, specific details, right? The key is to consciously zoom out, step back, acknowledge the feeling without judging it, and then intentionally find a broader thought that feels even a little bit better. It doesn't have to be some huge leap. It could be something as simple as, well, the sun came up this morning, or, things generally have a way of working out for me. The goal is just to find a tiny bit of relief. It's actually pretty similar to a concept from psychology called cognitive diffusion, where you create some space from your thoughts to reduce their power. I have to tell you, this was a complete game changer for me. It would have been so easy to get lost in all the specific, painful details day in and day out. But instead, I practiced going general. I just kept my focus on the broader feeling I wanted, that feeling of freedom, of peace, of a joyful new start. I had to trust that the wiser part of me already knew all the specifics.
My only job was to tune into the general feeling of it. And this chart here shows you exactly how powerful that practice is over time. The more consistently you practice choosing a better feeling thought, even just a slightly better one, the more momentum you build. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. After a while, your ability to stay in that aligned, allowing state just becomes your new normal. And that's when they say the speed of your manifestations just takes off exponentially.
So here's a simple but really powerful practice you can try out for 30 days. Every single morning, just set this one intention for your day. Today, no matter where I am or what I'm doing, I intend to see that which I want to see. That's it. This one little shift trains your brain, it's a real psychological thing called selective attention, to actively look for and focus on things that feel good. And that is the very definition of being in a state of allowing.
And this quote right here, this really sums up the entire perspective shift. So many of us live by a broken formula. When I get the thing, then I'll be happy. But this philosophy says the universe works in the complete opposite way. You have to find a way to feel good first. You have to have the celebration in your heart before the physical thing shows up. Your joy is what allows the manifestation, not the other way around.
So the question to really take with you is this. Are you, without even realizing it, pushing against the very things you want with resistant thoughts? Or are you finally ready to soften your focus, to trust the process, and to just allow all the good that is waiting for you to come in? Because according to this idea, the life you desire is already created. Your only job is to get into the feeling place of it and just let it in. And that's our explainer on the art of allowing. Thanks for joining our deep dive.
We really hope it helped. To go deeper on this, be sure to join us on the Vibrations and Manifestations podcast. And hey, subscribe and share if you felt the good vibes. Keep those vibrations high.